This is a genetic gift as well right here. This man has a beautiful physique.
20 years old, Richard Jones drew inspiration from pro bodybuilders like Sean Ray and Flex Wheeler. Like Flex, he got into the sport after leaving karate. Luckily for Richard, his metabolism is fast, and he required only 4 weeks to diet. His potential is obvious, and he plans to hit the national level in a year, up 20 pounds as a light heavyweight. Is obvious, and he plans to hit the national level in and he plans to hit the national level in a year, up 20 pounds as a light heavyweight. You may recall Jody Ramos from his 2 appearances on Homemade Muscle. Well, he finally dieted down, and now his potential is obvious. At 21 years old, this was only his 3rd contest. He works as a youth counselor in Rhode Island and is planning to become a police officer. Critics of Mike Mentzer's heavy-duty methods say, how many great physiques has he produced? Well, the obvious first answer is Dorian Yates. And now, Scott Filosi. This native of Leominster, Mass. actually trains a mere 3 times a week for less than an hour. Because bodybuilding isn't his top priority, this allows him to spend more time with friends and family. This was the first contest for 21-year-old Bill McClean, who works as a porter at Boston's Logan Airport. The former high school sports star was nervous, but he's committed to do well and shows great potential. Not only was Gustavo Badell the thickest man in the contest, but he traveled the furthest to compete, all the way from Caracas, Venezuela. Only 22 years old, he won the middleweights at the IFBB Caribbean Championships, then the light heavyweight class a year later. As you can see, he's now a full-fledged heavyweight at 220. The overall went to light heavyweight Scott Filosi, who had the best balance of ripped, dense muscle. And with this major amateur event, the Boston area continued to live up to its reputation as a tough, hard-training bodybuilding region. For Muscle Magazine, I'm Andy Stevens. Now be called a light heavyweight. Matt McGloughlin stunned the judges at last year's North America by winning the light heavyweights in his first men's level event at only 21 years old. He's determined to make the improvements necessary to turn pro.
I plan on
symmetrical physique time.
I think
Class, he's been getting even larger and is now sporting legitimate 23-inch arms and 33-inch quads. Of course,